It is easier to forgive an enemy than to forgive a friend. I'm selfish, impatient and a little insecure. I make mistakes. I am out of control and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. It was a mistake, you said. But the cruel thing was, it felt like the mistake was mine, for trusting you. You've gotta dance like there's nobody watching, love like you'll never be hurt, sing like there's nobody listening, and live like it's heaven on earth. Yet each man kills the thing he loves by each let this be heard. Some do it with a bitter look, some with a flattering word. The coward does it with a kiss, the brave man with a sword. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. For there to be betrayal, there would have to have been trust first. A friend is someone who knows all about you and still loves you. I used to advertise my loyalty, and I don't believe there is a single person I loved that I didn't eventually betray. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. If you spend your time hoping someone will suffer the consequences for what they did to your heart, then you're allowing them to hurt you a second time in your mind. We accept the love we think we deserve. Stab the body and it heals, but injure the heart and the wound lasts a lifetime. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. Everyone suffers at least one bad betrayal in their lifetime. It's what unites us. The trick is not to let it destroy your trust in others when that happens. Don't let them take that from you. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. It's hard to tell who has your back from who has it long enough just to stab you in it. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. The opposite of art is not ugliness, it's indifference. The opposite of faith is not heresy, it's indifference. And the opposite of life is not death, it's indifference. To me, the thing that is worse than death is betrayal. You see, I could conceive death, but I could not conceive betrayal. Love all. Trust a few. Do wrong to none. You are going to break your promise. I understand, and I hold my hands over the ears of my heart, so that I will not hate you. Have you ever been in love? Horrible, isn't it? It makes you so vulnerable. It opens your chest and it opens up your heart, and it means that someone can get inside you and mess you up. I'm not really sure why, but do you stop loving someone just because they betray you? I don't think so. That's what makes the betrayal hurt so much: pain, frustration, anger. And I still loved her. I still do. There is never a time or place for true love. It happens accidentally, in a heartbeat, in a single flashing, throbbing moment. If you're betrayed, release disappointment at once. By that way, the bitterness has no time to take root. Love is that condition in which the happiness of another person is essential to your own. Confession is not betrayal. What you say or do doesn't matter. Only feelings matter. If they could make me stop loving you, that would be the real betrayal. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. If a woman wants to give herself to a man, then she does not take him seriously. The worst pain in the world goes beyond the physical, even further beyond any other emotional pain one can feel. It is the betrayal of a friend. You don't love someone because they're perfect. You love them in spite of the fact that they're not. Betrayal is the only truth that sticks. Love never dies a natural death. It dies because we don't know how to replenish its source. It dies of blindness and errors and betrayals. It dies of illness and wounds. It dies of weariness, of witherings, of tarnishings. It is more shameful to distrust our friends than to be deceived by them. When someone loves you, the way they talk about you is different. You feel safe and comfortable. When no one you know tells the truth, you learn to see under the surface. Just when you think it can't get any worse, it can. And just when you think it can't get any better, it can. What is more important, that Caesar is assassinated or that he is assassinated by his intimate friends? That, Frederick said, is where the tragedy is. 'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Betrayal is never easy to handle, and there is no right way to accept it. The one you love and the one who loves you are never, ever the same person. Only those you trust can betray you. One is loved because one is loved. No reason is needed for loving. Always keep your foes confused. If they are never certain who you are or what you want, they cannot know what you are like to do next. When I despair, I remember that all through history the way of truth and love have always won. There have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time, they can seem invincible, but in the end, they always fall. Think of it, always. Some people are in such utter darkness that they will burn you just to see a light. Try not to take it personally.